Welcome, my dear children, to you all again to this particular recorded lesson. I hope that you all are safe, fine, and healthy at your home. So, once again, welcome you all back. So, today we are here to discuss the new topic related to English literature. And you know what we are going to discuss today? Yes, we are going to discuss today the poem that is Girl. Okay, so this is a beautiful short poem. So let us start without much more delay. This is the poem which is written on the bird gull. So gull is nothing but it is a seabird. Okay, seabird, and they have written beautifully. And this is a poem which is written by Grace Nichols, and I hope you can see the image. This is a Grace Nichols, and she is a poet, and whose first collection is Long Memoried Woman. So it is a poetry, so Long Memoried Woman, and she also won Commonwealth Poetry Prize for this Long Memoried Woman. Okay, and she was born on 1950, and she lived in a small village on the country's coast, and she also took the diploma in communications and worked as a teacher, and also she worked as a journalist and in the government information service also. Okay, these all was done before migrating to the UK, that is United Kingdom, in 1977, and her first novel was Whole of a Morning Sky. Whole of the Morning Sky is the first novel of Grace Nichols, and Grace Nichols have beautifully written regarding the bird girl, and this amazing poem is of 17 lines, and this poem will explain about the encounter that a narrator with a girl had been drawn. Okay, so regarding this the poem says, so let us see regarding what the Grace Nichols is saying about, regarding what the girl is about, and what the bird is doing, and what happened to that particular bird. Let us see in this particular poem. I hope you can see the image over there. So this is the bird girl, and you can find this bird near the seashores. So first I am going to recite the poem. You listen carefully so that you can also recite the poem properly with proper pronunciation. So listen it carefully. So let us start. The oil-sticken girl has struggled ashore, and although full grown, looks like a bewildered, sluggy fledgling. Her oil-tarred wings seems heavy as lead as she totters slightly, stiff-legged, staring out at us with an unblinking atomic, almost comic surprise. She hasn't taken any sides, but she's lost her natural home and more. An unanswerable cry is stuck in her throat. Why, why? I will recite the poem once again. Please listen it carefully. The oil-sticken girl has struggled ashore, and although full grown, looks like bewildered, sluggy fledgling. Her oil-tarred wings seems heavy as lead as she totters slightly, stiff-legged, staring out at us with an unblinking atomic, almost comic surprise. She hasn't taken any sides, but she's lost her natural home and more. An unanswerable cry is stuck in her throat. Why? I hope that almost at least a bit you have understood. So, this poem is regarding a bird where the oil has been sticking to its body. Okay, so I hope you can understand. If the bird is wet, okay, if the bird is wet, it cannot move, it cannot fly, and it is very difficult to a bird if it is wet. And in this particular case, in this particular poem, the bird is oil sticken, so the oil is upon the body of that particular bird, and it is struggling in the seashore. Okay, so seashore is a place, I hope you know, a land which is placed in the side of a sea. So there that particular bird is struggling more in order to move, because the oil has taken upon the body of that particular bird. And although full grown, so the bird is not small, it is a full grown bird. Even though it is a full grown bird, it is struggling, and it looks like bewildered, means it looks confused, okay, and uncertain. Uncertain means unusual. So it is looking confused and it is unusual, and the bird is not getting to know what the bird has to do now. And sluggy fledgling means a young thin bird, it is very thin. Okay, so it is very thin bird, and it is a young bird that has grown feathers, and it is ready to fly. So the bird is not too small bird, so it is a thin bird, it is a grown bird, it has its grown feathers, but due to oil sticking on that particular bird, it cannot fly. It is in the seashore, and which is confused and uncertain. Her oil tarred wings. So how the wings are oil tarred means it is completely covered by the oil. Okay, so it is completely covered by the oil and seems heavy as lead as she totters slightly, means how it is, the bird's wings is totally covered by the oil and it is heavy to that particular bird. If in our hand, if we carry something, how it will be to us? It will be so heavy, right? And we will be sometime unable to walk properly because of the heaviness which we are carrying in our hand, right? But here, in case of bird, the wings itself is a hand to the bird and it is covered by the oil. Okay, it is covered by the oil and it is becoming very heavy to that particular bird. Because of that, it cannot move. Okay, and how it seems like it is unsteady. Okay, unsteady means uncertain. As I said before, it is unsteady and it is difficult to move even the legs also. So okay, not only the hand is nothing but the feather, it is unable to move the legs, even the legs which is completely covered with the oil. Okay, and staring out at us with an unblinking. So the bird is looking at the people there. The bird is looking at everyone over there. So the poet is saying the bird is looking at me. It is looking at us. How it is looking? It is looking like unblinking. Unblinking means looking straight without blinking the eye. So it is looking straight without blinking the eye, almost comic surprise. Okay, it seems like a comic surprise. Comic means a joke. Okay, it is nothing but a joke. It seems like comic surprise. She hasn't taken any side, but she lost her natural home and more. So she hasn't taken any side means she is not moving. She is not moving in any particular direction because she can't move also because she is wet, it is oily, and she hasn't moved any side, she hasn't taken any side, and she has lost her natural home and more. Natural home means she cannot fly away, she cannot go where her nest is, and she has lost more. More means whatever activity she will do by flying, whatever activity she use her hands means feathers, okay, and she can't fly, all those activities, all those things will be not done by her. So the poet says that she has lost more. By thinking this, by thinking she has lost more, an unanswerable cry is stuck in her thought. So she is having a number of questions in her mind, and the questions are raising in her mind: how can I go home, how can I go to my place, how can I fly, how many hours whether I'll be able to stay in the seashore because it is very difficult to stay there. So all these kind of many number of unanswerable question, because even the bird does not know the answers, okay, so when to go to the home, when the bird can fly. So all these are unanswerable cry means unanswerable problem, unanswerable questions which are there in the mind. And while the bird is thinking this, a cry is stuck in her thought, okay. So sometimes even we feel, when we feel emotion and we will be not able to express that, I hope you can feel a kind of feeling in your throat where you have controlled your emotion. So there also emotion which is controlled by the bird in the bird's throat itself. So all the question in the mind of a bird is why. So why these things happen to me, why all those things are happening, what can I do, okay, all these kinds of questions are there. That is why. So this is a small poem, my dear children. I hope you have understood. So it is easy to understand also. So I will repeat to you once again the whole summary of the poem. So there is a bird which is a sea bird, and how the sea bird is, it is a grown bird and it is having grown feathers, but unfortunately what happened is the oil has been sticking to the body of that particular bird, that is the whole body of the bird. And you all know that if the bird is wet, it will be unable to fly, it will be unable to move. So in this particular poem, how the bird is completely covered by oil, and it is in the seashore and it looks very confused and uncertain, okay, which is uncertain, and it is a grown bird and it is completely covered with the oil which looks like unsteady, and even it feels difficult to move its leg. So wings are nothing but the hands and legs, it's having hands and legs. So it is unable to move even the legs also, and it is looking at us, means it is looking at the people over there without blinking the eyes, and it seems like it is a comic surprise. So the people who are seeing, for them it is a comic surprise, but for that particular bird it is really a challenge. And the bird is not moving at any particular side, and it has lost the home and it has also lost the more things, and the bird is having an unanswerable cry, means unanswerable, unshowable thoughts and feelings which has been stuck in the throat of that particular bird. Okay, so the bird is asking why. So this is the poem which is regarding this, which is written by Grace, and you can find in the poem simile. So this poem which is based on the simile. So simile is nothing but it is a figure of speech. It is a figure of speech involving the direct comparison of one thing with the another thing. So it is a comparison between the one thing and another thing, and it also involves, it use some kind of words like or as in order to compare, to make an description clear. Okay, so here also we have used, means the author has used the simile, that is in order to compare one thing with the another thing. If you see in the poem, the first stanza and fourth line, in the fourth line looks like bleeded sluggy fledgling. It is nothing but the comparison. Okay, so the bird is compared to the confused, uncertain, young thin bird which has ready to fly. Okay, so it is a comparison because the grown bird which usually flies, but here it can't fly, so it is compared. So here the poem has used the simile in order to compare one thing with the another thing. So this is what in the poem. I hope you have understood the poem. Read the stanza properly, read it, and this poem is there for memorization. I will repeat it once again. This poem is there for memorization. So by heart this particular poem, memorize the poem, and you may get the question in order to complete the stanza in your exam. So this is the poem which is there for memorization. So by heart the poem, read the poem properly, read the stanza wise, memorize the poem stanza wise. So whole poem is there for memorization. So whole poem you have to read and by heart, and you have to learn. Okay, I hope you have understood. Next we shall see in next recorded lesson, in next session. So thank you.